Where's the mic? Let me make it more degrees.
The eulogy here is for our, I should say, beloved mom, Catherine Victor. Catherine Desiree Victor was born on the 5th of May 1924, the last child of a family of 8, 5 boys and 3 girls. She grew up in Cochrane Village, Guapo. Then her family moved to Vance River. At the time, Vance River was known as Moosing Village. And as the last child of the family, she became the caretaker of her mother, Harriet Brisson, until she passed at about 100+ years, because the actual figure could not be confirmed. We leave it at the 100+. Cato, as she was familiarly called, got married to Frederick Theophilus Victor, and together they raised 12 children, 8 boys and 4 girls. She actually gave birth to 14 children, one of whom died in childbirth and the other at the age of 2. Her mother, Harriet, was a staunch Catholic and stuck to that religion until her passing. Cato, following in her mother's footsteps, grew up in the faith and had all her children baptized, made their first communion, and eventually confirmed in Catholicism. She spent most of her later life serving in several church activities, such as singing in the church choir, being an active member in the Legion of Merit, to name a few. It was in this church, or in the church actually, that Cato made and kept most of her lifelong friends. Friends that I can truly now say can be classified as her second family. It was no easy task for her as a mother to raise so many children with so little income, ensuring that everyone, meaning all of us, her children, were fed, clothed, educated, loved, and cared for. Despite all, she was able to reach out to others, sharing a meal with some visiting friends or relatives. In retrospect, how she did it was beyond one's imagination. It could only have been through divine guidance. Outward signs of the difficult times she endured were hardly visible. She was able to maintain her composure, had a great sense of humor that kept us cheerful and comforted. She gave love, spread love, and in return gained respect and admiration from all who knew her. For her, it was just living the simple life. The pain of losing her now was made bearable by the fact that she lived a full life, falling short of her 8th birthday by 2 months and 5 days, which meant that on the 5th of May, again, she would have been exactly 88 years old. And having suffered too much, having suffered too much at the end. Ironically, she was born on the 5th day of the 5th month and died at 5:55 a.m. And mind you, people, this is not a hint as to what you can do with those numbers later on. So now, as we begin woman she was. What a mother she was. What a friend she was. What a sister she was. The brothers and other sisters that she had. What a relative. What a Christian. God be with you. God take you to your heart.
This afternoon to pay tributes to Catherine Victor, a member of our church family, a friend. And I am sure that as I speak this afternoon, I am echoing the sentiments of the members of the Sacred Heart Parish family, the congregation of our community of St. Joseph at Vance River, where Cato worshipped and was well loved. The last thing I said to Cato on Monday when I visited her at the hospital was that I wanted her to hurry up and come home because my supply of sweets, which she always so lovingly provided me with, anytime she had it, was almost finished. And I needed the rest, I needed more. She smiled very sweetly at me. I was at school when Erwin called and gave me the news of her passing. Of course, I said, oh gosh, Erwin, no. And then when it sunk in, I went to my handbag and I took out this bag. I wasn't joking when I said my sweets was almost finished. I took out this bag with the 4 remaining sweets in it. And the more I looked at it, the more the memories of who Miss Catherine was to us, the members of the church family, and especially to me, the daughter of friends whom she had known long before I was even born, came back to me. And they unfolded like a movie. I remember I came to Manchester to teach in 1976. Very young, not too long out of school. And when Miss Catherine heard my maiden name, she inquired about my father, who he was. And upon telling her, she informed me that as a young man coming from Grenada to seek a better life in Trinidad, he took up residence at their home in Budusing, and her mother boarded him there for a couple of years. And from then on, a relationship developed between us. And it spread to the members of my family because she became reunited with my parents, whom she would visit at any time. More so when they became ill, coming down to the end of their life here on earth. And she was present to lend a hand, to lend comfort to my family when both my parents died. And the friendship continued. The standard joke between Cato and me was, hey, don't give me no talk. Don't forget, I could have been your mother if I wanted to. And we would have a good laugh. And then we would hug and we would move on. And these things came to me and I smiled. And I continued to look at the sweets in the bag. And looking at those sweets made me aware of so many things. Even in a simple item, like a guava flavored candy in a green wrapping. I saw the green of the wrapping, the color of life. Because when we look around us, the leaves, the greenery that we see reminds us of life, living. And I thought of Cato's life, full of energy, full of vigor. Even the times when she would complain about not feeling well, her very presence at church and other church activities gave encouragement to those around her. So the green color of the candy wrapping reminded me of her life. Full of energy, shining always. I thought of the sweet I remember giving a friend one to taste because I was very particular with how I shared it. Selfish, yes, it's Miss Cato give me, it's mine. If I choose to give you, I will give you one. After I count out how many I may have until the next set she gave me. So to those whom I choose to give, they were blessed. And I remember giving a friend to taste one. And she came to me and she said, "Girl, that thing sweet. You know, actually look for the worms because it's guava flavored. And because it was so nice, when you get a sweet guava, you must get worms." She said, "Actually look for the worms, you know." But there were none. And this sweetness, this pleasant taste, reflected the kindness, the generosity, the pleasure that Miss Catherine gave to others. That was the person she was. No worms. What you got was genuine. The genuine sweetness, the genuine taste. No worms. Her sense of humor brought laughter and joy to all of us. Miss Catherine will always have a joke or some comment to make to have you smiling. Even when you caught her nodding during choir practice or during mass, and you tell her anything, she could always come back with a joke to make you laugh. Poor Mary used to have it going. She never gave Mary a rest. I remember all the bickering between Mary and Miss Catherine. And it was always a case of, don't fret her too much, she has to keep her energy up because she has a boyfriend to meet. All in Cato's dreams, but nonetheless, bringing joy and laughter to us. I thought of the hardness of the candy, and I remembered Cato as a rock. One on whom you could depend on for a kind word of encouragement, a prayer, a gentle rub on your back, to ensure that all was well. And people like Miss Calendar and Yvette and Roddy and Ermine could testify to that. I too can testify to it many times. Miss Cato will rub my back, being a rock for others to lean on. That is who she was. Yes, Miss Catherine was indeed church. Church as it is supposed to be. Living her belief in the Catholic faith, in her devotion to Holy Mass, the Eucharist, her membership in the Legion of Mary, her devotion to our Blessed Mother, and the praying of the Rosary. That was our Cato. That was our Cato. The church alive. And we shall miss her presence, her laughter. But we will hold firm the legacy she has left for us. A legacy of love, a legacy of commitment, a legacy of kindness and consideration. But most of all, her legacy of friendship to all those with whom she interacted. St. Joseph R.C. Church at Banks River will always have an empty space, a space for Catherine, our beloved Cato. And even though someone else may sit in that space, a favorite space in the pew at the back of the choir, by the window, we will look back and we will always see her there. So Mary, Miss Calendar, Ta, Yvette and Roddy, Agatha, Ermine, Mr. Poon Kwong, the posts at St. Joseph R.C. in Banks River. Little ones, middle-aged ones, old ones. We will always remember Cato for who she was, an example to all of us. And so Cato, my girl, you have gone before us to a better place, where I know you will never forget us, because with God's grace, you will continue to intercede for those of us who remain here. And it is my sincere hope that wherever you got these from, you told the person that there is a young lady in Labyrinth, one who could have been your daughter, whom you love and who loved you in return, and who will cherish 4 remaining sweets. I may have to split it in half and eat like half per week. But whoever used to give it to her. I hope she told them that some was for me. And so, my dear Catherine, may you find eternal rest, eternal peace in the kingdom of God. You have fought the good fight. You have run the race to the end. And all that is left now is for you to inherit the crown that our God has prepared for you. And with that crown on your head, when we think of you, we will see you as we remember you. We will see you for who you were to us. Mother, grandmother, aunt, mother-in-law, friend, but most of all, member of our church family. A family who, although we have lost you, God has gained you. And because God has gained you, you will remain forever in our hearts. May you rest in peace. Amen.
I've been looking around the whole room, seen a lot of people that I seen last night, so I'm happy. Because I said, if half those people don't come tomorrow, then I'm fine. Because I did shut a lot of food last night, so thanks for coming. Good morning to those I know and those I don't. We're here to celebrate a woman who put many before herself. Grandma Cato, and some would say that I'm her favorite. But Grandma was she's just a breath of fresh air to be around. I remember Daddy would do homework with me because my father was a teacher, so he'd do homework with me, and to say the least, I'd come up bruised up. I've learned a lot of bruised. I go right next to Grandma and say, boy, you should read your books so that I didn't have to teach you. I said, well, Grandma, you didn't have to be so hard. And then she'd always rub my back. I said, Grandma, hot. And it's Grandma old, so she find me one night. So, I mean, it's a big blow for me. Grandma always used to say, Kwesi, you go wait till I'm dead to come to Trinidad, or? Unfortunately, it happened, but I'm happy because everybody's here. She brought the whole family together. Grandma's the type of person that demanded that. She even brought a Kini here. And Kini hasn't been here in 15 years, so alright. When I was asked if I was to speak today, I said, of course I'm going to speak. If I don't speak, I'm going to get real next. I have so much stories. Everybody is always telling my head Miss Calendar's story yesterday, how Grandma was so sweet. And I'm like, yeah, Grandma's sweet, but she mean. I remember one time, we home, and Daddy going to work and everything like that. So it's me and Abby home. And Grandma like her game shows. So, what is it? Price is Right is on. So I'm here, me and Abby doing nothing. And Abby was going to Kwesi, go say this. I said, why? She said, go sit by Grandma. So I was like, walked to Grandma and I said, Grandma said, boy, don't say that. I said, okay. So I go back to Abby and I said, Abby, Grandma told me don't say that. She said, Grandma ain't gonna do me nothing. She usually heard it. I said, you know what? You're right. So I went back there again. I said, Grandma. And I said, Grandma said, boy, come here. I run. And I figured Grandma, she's old, she's not strong. I pushed it over behind her and I pushed her in. Wait, Grandma's real strong. She's pushing me down. I dive into the bed, Grandma grabbed my foot and beat me. So for Miss Calendar to say she's nice, I'm like, what? Does she have a dark side too? From Grandma just coming, Grandma would, I would beg for Grandma to come to the state. He said, Grandma, come, I need you here. And she said, okay, I will come for a month. So Grandma would come for a month, and then mid-month I said, Grandma, how long are you staying? She said, I'm leaving soon. I said, well, Grandma, you can't stay again. And when you come to the States, you can stay, I think 3 months is like the longest time you can stay. And she stayed 3 months every time. So I know Miss Calendar and all her friends would be like, well, why Grandma staying in the States for so long? It's because I'm the culprit, that's me. because it took this for me to come back and see Grandma. We always say we're so busy, we can't come back and see Grandma, but once you pass, it wasn't a question. I told my job I'm coming. Is that you're gonna find me or you're gonna let me go? Well, they said they're gonna let me go. Akini came, everybody here. And I think the one thing that Grandma wanted was to see everybody together. Because you know everybody won't be lying in and Grandma sitting out there, Grandma falling asleep, so and I just think she's at ease when everybody's together. Only talking and carrying on, Grandma is just at ease. And it's just a beautiful thing to see. That's why this loss is it's so hurtful to me, but I'm happy she's in a better place. It's funny because when Grandma was alive, I didn't have that much to ask her, but now I have so much to ask her. I have so much questions I don't know, and it's heartbreaking. And when everybody was singing in the beginning, I was crying, and I was like, Quincy, don't cry, because Grandma will say, boy, shut up. But Grandma's in a better place, she's happy. I know some may think I'm the favorite, but Grandma would stay up all night with me just talking about everybody. Everybody from Curly, seeing her pull out her teeth for the first time, to it's just so much situations that I spoke to Grandma, and Grandma got me into church. She'd have me pray every night. She'd poke me in the side. She said, hey, you don't want to sleep until you pray. She just do so much for me, and it's truly a loss. I can't even imagine what my uncles and aunts going through, because it hurts. I really feel like I lost a mother. Truly feel. And I said I wasn't going to cry, so I'm not going to cry. I already cried enough. My eyes hurt. And my dad told me to go in the Bible, and there's this line that he wanted me to sing. I'm a trusty buddy, Mr. iPhone over there. Excuse me. He wanted me to say, who can find a virtuous woman, for her price is far above rubies. Grandma, our time with Grandma was truly priceless. Those are times that I couldn't get back. And when I know that she died so close to her birthday, I kind of think I was born in 1987. Grandma was 87, so that's a good number for me. I always told Grandma, you have to see my kids, you know. I don't have any now, but I said, Grandma, you have to see my kids. She said, you will wait till I'm dead and bring them. I don't know anyone who could have raised 12 children so well and love their own kids far more. It's truly a loss. I'm happy to have everyone here just to celebrate this occasion. I'm looking forward to hear everybody's good word and everything like that. There's so much I really want to answer, but I don't want to speak too long. I'm just really truly happy that everybody's here. That's what I want the most. And I feel the reason why God took Grandma was He wanted everybody to come together. When we come together, it's just laughs, and I love my family to death, and it's a shame that this has to bring us together. So, every month, I can get $1 from everybody. I'm going to try that every year. But thank you. Your presence here just makes us feel that much more comfortable. And to cousins that I don't know, we'll meet today. You can Facebook me. And we'll talk for a minute, because I've seen a lot of cousins grow up on Facebook. I'd like to see you grow up in real life. Thank you.
The first reading is taken from the book of Wisdom, chapter 3, verses 1 to 9. The souls of the virtuous are in the hands of God. No torment shall ever touch them. In the eyes of the unwise, they did appear to die. They are going like a disaster. They are leaving us like annihilation. But they are in peace. If they experienced punishment as men see it, their hope was rich with immortality. Slight was the affliction, great will their blessings be. God has put them to the test and proved them worthy to be with him. He has tested them like gold in a furnace and accepted them as a holocaust. When the time comes for his visitation, he will shine out. As sparks run through the stubble, so will they. They shall judge nations, rule over peoples, and the Lord will be their king forever. They who trust in him will understand the truth. Those who are faithful will live with him in love. For grace and mercy await those he has chosen. My brothers and sisters, the word of the Lord.